good Underlord game, to be fair. I can get behind that. It's a good laner against the Wraith King at top lane. Same with the Wraith King. He has much more regen coming with the Bracer as well, going to help him a little bit. But I mean, Eris level 2. Can they get him here?
Dive over. Celery, he looks very dead. So they'll just have the courier come to the tower and then sit and wait. Then bottom, they get the kill onto Charlie. They're the blood right with the avalanche and the toss.
Wow.
So all of a sudden, there's kills on both sides of the map. But
the offlane would just always win super hard.
Avalanche comes in. Charlie now, he's up in the top lane. He's got Chrono. Thinks about it. Pump fakes it. Now they've got the Sleight of Fist as well as the Searing Chains. They've locked him up with Fire Snap Cookie. Can they get the kill on him? No. There comes the Chronosphere. However, Charlie sitting low with no time walk.
Oh, they see Charlie.
Sleight of Fist comes in again. They've got the toss, but Sinister Gaze locks up Aramis. They get the kill onto the Tiny. They look over. Charlie still running Sleight in a second, and it just gets him. They get the kill on a Charlie, but they lose 2 for it.
Hey, they lose that too.
Look at where Toby's brought the wave.
Yeah.
Don't firestorm it.
He doesn't want to have to deal with the Underlord. I get it. It's fine. I will say Aramis is still level 4 on this side.
They're going to grab Supreme up top. This is honestly a good setup. Searing Chains into the Fire Snap Cookie. Dark Rift away. They did rupture him.
Oh, Lich is here as well.
TP out, and now they've got the Sinister Gaze. Toby now needs to run, but he's not going to make it far enough away. Look at the Phoenix and the Lich to combine for a kill.
They are going to get the bounty runes though, so I think that's 3 to Viking there.
Your way.
The rune of invisibility.
So this is oh, hang on, Saberlight bot lane.
Ooh, bottom, they've got themselves the silence on the Saberlight, and all of a sudden he's just dead for a second time very quickly after he just died over mid. Fire Snap Cookie stuns up Charlie as well as Era, but they've got the Sinister Gaze out on the Boom. They'll follow this up with the Chronosphere. There's not much they can do. They throw down a Bloodright, but Boom ends up dead, Celery ends up gone, and it's
nice, but Chrono on the end.
Chrono. Yeah. Boom in trouble, and he'll end up dead.
Oh, and they see that they saw the ward in the Chrono as well. They ground to TP away. That's like so. They like played themselves because they next leveled it, right? They're overthinking it basically.
Sunray, Radabatos, they've got the Yules back down to the Pit of Malice. They'll use the Rupture out onto the Underlord. They'll toss him over to the Tier 1 tower where it used to stand. They get the kill on the Saberlight. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. The Chain Frost bouncing around as much as he can, but right now, at least, it looks like Viking GG are getting away with a good fight. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain, Supernova in a very good spot. One right down, and they don't have the Chrono, but the Supernova is going to pop on everybody on the side of Viking GG. Sunray onto Aramis, they'll get the kill onto the Tiny. The Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains comes through onto the Faceless Void. Charlie trying to get on the run here, trying to get himself some space. Shad changes his mind, goes after Era. They'll let Misha and Charlie go. Toby survives, and now he's thinking about going in even further. Blood right down, Remnant forward, Silence out onto the Lich. He's got the armor, but it's not going to matter. The stun comes from Shad. They'll get the right-click damage from the Wraith King. 4 heroes down on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas. But Viking GG, they're going to come over. They've got 2 lives available on the Wraith King. They could kind of throw bodies at this.
Oh, they see Saberlight.
Stun comes in. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out. They've got the Rupture as well as the toss. They'll get the kill on the Saberlight. Oh, they got the stun for a second onto the Phoenix. Another one for the right clicks to get this egg. Chronosphere is down. Egg's gonna pop right afterwards. Stuns up 3, but the right click damage just isn't there for Charlie. Shad losing that first life. He's inside the Sprout. They look over at Era. The right click's coming in from Toby as well as Solari. It's not gonna be enough. They've stunned up this Faceless Void. He's got Time Walk. Now he's able to make himself a little bit of an escape. However, they get the kill on a Supreme, so it's 2 years dead on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas. They find another in Misha. Now they've got the Yules out onto the Void, but he Time Walks onto the high ground. Yules hits the Lich. He's just getting focused by Boom, and there's the Sleight of Fist. They're going to continue to go after Charlie, who is low on mana, actually doesn't have the mana anymore for another Time Walk. Toss back to the rest of the team, and they get that kill on the Void. 4 heroes dead again on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas and Viking GG. They go in a rush.
Shad's going in here. He finds Saberlight.
Yeah, they could find this Underworld if they can get the kill. This would be massive. Chronosphere only onto the Wraith King. So that's just one stuck in it, but really not one to worry about. Guardian Greaves picked up by Saberlight. They'll get the Rod of HS out onto Boom. Toby taking a lot of damage. Fire Snap Cookie, that brings him back, but it's not going to keep him alive. He goes down to the tower. Chain Frost bounces over, and they get the kill into the Bloodseeker. They've used themselves Chronosphere. They don't have... It's got to be Ags, man. Gobble up, spit out.
I mean, it's actually not awful against Chrono if you get Aether Lens, but...
Well, yeah, you can then eat somebody out of the Chrono. go into this fight. They've got the silence. Rupture gets used on a Saberlight once again. Avalanche comes in as well as the toss. Mortimer's Kisses. They get the kill on a Saberlight. They're taking out one. Now Boom trying to fight. He does have this Aegis, but he backs away. Era Yules has the Supernova. Blood right down, and Icarus dive away, but they're still trying to get this.
Toby wants him.
Trying to get the kill. Toby thinking about going past the tier 3 tower. They will back off. Aegis now
I love when players know this, where they know some hero's probably going to be lurking up here somewhere. They just don't know where. Chrono.
For Toby. Let's see if they can get this kill. Sleight of Fist comes through. Now he's got the Yules. He'll survive a little bit longer. Sunray on him, gets a Rupture out before he dies. And that's a Rupture on a Charlie. So right clicks come in, Aramis tosses him up. They've got the Avalanche on the other side of this fight. The Remnant forward is Sinister Gaze, but the Mortimer's Kisses coming through. They get the kill on a Charlie. They go over Misha. Misha trying to run. There is the kill onto the Lich. They've got themselves two. The Chain Frost bouncing around, but it's over to the Ancients, so it's not really that great. They've got themselves two popping as well as the Sunray. That gets the kill on Aramis, but they look over at CeeM. They get a third kill here onto this Nature's Prophet. And I think they're going to look for more, but I don't know if they'll find Era.
Yeah, they need to get their waves in here on Vikings. So almost double.
Yeah.
It's just under.
Now he is. No, now he's just under. It's going back and forth.
Insane.
Pin him out of the Wraith King. Rupture used once again. Of course, having those charges has another one to use, but Shad getting low. Chronosphere is there. Icarus dive into it, though. Now they've got the Rupture. They get the first kill out of the hands of Shad. Aramis ends up dead. Can they get anything on this? Supernova down. Bloodright comes in. They've got the little Shredder. They'll get the kill to the egg. Now they look over the Pin of Malice of the BKB being popped by Charlie. Gets the right clicks out of the Solari, but saved for the moment. They've got the Dust and the Gem now dropped on the deck.
On Ember.
They're dead. Solari gone. Solari buys back. They look over at Boom. He'll eat the cheese. A Remnant away. They've got the silence.
Nice
Bloodright coming in again. Sleight of Fist comes through once more. Shad is going to have himself that reincarnation in a moment, but he needs to be careful as he goes in between 4 of these heroes. Now 5 with Era. Sunray get the kill on a Shad in too deep. Second man down as Toby falls. So they commit way too far. Shad had a couple seconds until that reincarnation was up, but chose...
They've got it on the Bloodseeker.
Spell Prism.
That's an Underlord, I guess. Oh, toss.
They're going to look for Saberlight. Do they have the damage before he Dark Rips away? It looks like it. 90 seconds without Underlord. Now is the time to push.
No, I was practicing my play-by-play recently, and I never realized when you do analysis. Oh, hang on, there's something going on here. I'll wait.
And is the Wraithfire Blast coming through? Charlie, he has this Chronosphere available, but there's the Abyssal Blade. Chad doesn't want to lose his first life very quickly, but he will.
That's one god, he has Chrono still.
Chrono right on top of it. Supernova, Chain Frost bouncing around, doing a lot of damage. Chad dead. 100 seconds gone. They look over at the end of this fight as CeeM, he's hit with a Rupture, but it's not going to matter. Boom trying to leave. Time walk forward, don't have another Chronosphere, so you can't lock him down, but they are going to bring CeeM over to try and do the job. Got the Sleight of Fist as well as the Searing Chains out onto the Nature's Prophet. They're continuing to be equal with him. Wraith King's net worth really hasn't moved north at all.
Who has the Lotus Orb? Oh, it's Saberlight, right?
Ninjas in pajamas. Bringing this one back. They've got the Rupture. Now Boom on the backlines. Fire Snap Cookie that lands onto Charlie. They've got the Supernova down, but that is away from the fight. So they're not going to have that Supernova as well as the Faceless Void Chronosphere, but they get the kill on Aramis. They check out the Chinese dead for 85 seconds with no buyback. Sleight of Fist coming in, and once again, there's the Shivas, the time walk forward with that Ags, making this very difficult for Boom. They've got Shad back up. Can they fight into this? That's really the question. And it really doesn't feel like the answer to that question is yes. But Bloodright down once again. Charlie gets silenced. Shad on the backlines of this has the Abyssal Blade, goes after Era. But Shad, realizing he doesn't output as much damage as he would like, as Era's able to survive this. Now they've got the Sinister Gaze. They have the right click damage to get the first time out of the hands of this Wraith King once again. Mortimer's Kisses coming in. Boom's in trouble. BKB's popping around the horn on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas. They're only up 4,000 net worth on the side of Viking GG as they get after him. Boom, they get the kill. He's there for 100 seconds. No buyback. No buyback on this Ember Spirit. He's short 250 gold. They're going to go even deeper for this. They hit the Sprout onto the Snapfire, and they're going to look towards the Tier 3 towers. 50,000 net worth lead, and all of a sudden, it is even. By the way, AoE Sinister Gaze. When was the last time you saw an Ags on a Lich?
Oh my god.
He's got so much farm. Bloodright down, time walk forward, Bash is coming in. Chronosphere on the 3! That's going to land. Solarian's up dead. He's going to buy back immediately, though. Go for the kill on the down goes Toby. He's got buyback, forced to use it, but they're still without the Ember for 30 seconds. They've got the toss. and the Abyssal Blade, but Dark Rift, they've got the damage to get the kill to the Underlord. He's never 100 seconds. Let's take out Saberblade, and he doesn't have buyback. Right click's coming in from Chad. Icarus dive over, Supernova used. Now they're going to start to back away, but they've got themselves the Sprout as well as the Sinister Gaze. Solari in some trouble, but there's the break out onto the face of Spoiler. The BKB's been popped. They go after Toby. They've got themselves the Rupture, but they'll end up losing Toby. He just fought back at the beginning of this fight. They'll look over at Chad. Chad's going to lose that first life. Solari trying to help, but there's the toss back into the well. Once again, Misha trying to get away from this one, but he's able to survive. Chad pops the BKB. They look over to Ramus. They've got themselves the Chivas from Boom. Boom's back alive into this fight. They look over at Misha. They've got the Sinister Gaze out on a 3 of these heroes. That's amazing. But is it going to matter? They get the kill on Misha. They look over at Era. They get the kill on the Phoenix as well as the Lich. And they try to hold. They're still without this Bloodseeker. Oh, Avalanche hits on a Supreme. Now they've got the Abyssal Blade. There's an Abyssal Blade onto the Tiny as well as Shad. They're going to use not one but two. They'll go on to the Disease Prophet. They'll get the kill. He's never 100 seconds. Man, 3 heroes on the side of Nations in pajamas. Dude.
This is really good by Nick. But again, it's the same thing. How do you push into this? Even when it's 3 versus 5, they still can't go into this high ground. It's so difficult.
Sinister Gaze. Shad pops the BKB. And now he's got the Abyssal Blade, but that's reflected back with the Lotus Orb coming out from Saberlight. They get the first kill out on a Shad. They look over Charlie. Now he's got Chronosphere. He'll use it. Mortimer's Kiss is coming down to Charlie, but is it going to be enough? They look over at Shad. Can they get the second kill? 30 seconds till he's allowed to have that reincarnation once again. Now they've got the Silence, Pin of Alice, and Fire Stab Cookie, not enough. Shad ends up dead, but he's got buyback. Time walk in. That's going to bash up 2 of these heroes. That's Ramus as well as Boom. They get bashed up. Boom uses that remnant to get away. Oh, the time walk. It just stops TPs. It doesn't matter. Solari, he's dead again.
Buyback on him either. The buyback on Shad. They're just going to go for this. They'll go for the win because they know Celery doesn't have buyback on the Snapfire.
190 seconds. The buyback comes in from Aramis as well as Shad. Shad trying to go in with the BKB. He's also got the Silver Edge. That hits on a Charlie, but they look over. They get the kill on a Boom. He is dead immediately. He's got buyback. Forced to use it. Avalanche comes in as well as the Rupture. The Rupture's out on a Charlie. They've used the Abyssal Blade. Now they're trying to leave with the Supernova coming in, but that's going to get the Sun out on a Boom as well as Shad. Shad, he'll be back up for the second life, but Boom's in trouble. He's got the Silence. Now he's in trouble once again. Now dead. Boom, gone 2 minutes. He's out of here. Shad will die as well. 2 minutes gone. Ninjas in pajamas. They've taken this game back. They win game 1, being down 20K. And how have they done it? They turn it around. They hold the high ground and lose basically nothing in their base.
I mean, that was crazy. That was really well played by Nip. I don't really know what Viking could have done differently. Just walk down a lane and try and farm a Dark Rift away. Charlie suffered for such a long time in that. I like Nip's lineup, but I like Vikings. I think, yeah, I feel like it.
Spectral Dagger, Era. One turn for the telekinesis? That's not worth.
I have no idea why he was trying to trade hits there. That was
Roche pit. He'll go into the pit. Solari spots him. Fabled action coming in. They'll fight on top, and then Fire Snap Cookie. And there's the Illusion Rune getting bottled, but they've got the damage to kill Celery and
up top, and they have a Hawk that spotted him coming over.
Mid lane, Shad in trouble. Supreme doing a lot of damage here. The question is, does he want to command? He's got another Astral Step to work with and a Dissimulate. Goes right across. Dissimulate hits Shad. Resonant Pulse gets the finish. And Supreme may not get out of this. They're going to relocate over. I say may not, but here comes the Sven. First hit bash. Southern Crush comes through, but Supreme survives, and you can just relocate out.
Oh, he's not out. Oh,
he's gone with that avalanche. Yeah.
Oh,
Aether Remnant. 8 seconds.
They have Horn up. They have Horn up in a second when Spectre's up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Simulate, and do they commit? Yeah. Astral Step though. Spectral Dagger still making distance. If he can get away from. Oh my, that's Haunt now wasted. That's. I think it's almost.
Keep up like with that in terms with the Sven as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top Winter's Curse used on the Saberlight, and he should fall. Boom gets the kill.
Dire's middle tower
these Necrobooks are chasing him down though.
Dire's
Saberlight.
They know they're going to want to play for the bounty rune, so they're going for that.
Ooh, Astral Step over bottom. Aether Remnant misses, but now they've got the telekinesis. They're going to relocate over, get the kill on the Toby. Is that?
I always forget how long God Strength lasts.
Saberlight. He's been caught, and he's got Primal Roar. He was looking to use it. I think it's almost better that he doesn't.
This is the same thing again. It's really important that whenever you come up,
Mortimer's Kisses, Avalanche on a Saberlight. They're chasing. I don't know how long you want to really chase on this. He's got Primal Roar. He'll use it. Question is, does anybody come over? They've got themselves the Astral Step. They'll get the kill on a Boom. Misha ends up dead, though.
Yeah, they used the curse in the mid lane, I think, next to the Sven. Like, they were trying to relocate in. He popped Godstrength on the Sven, ready for the fight top. And he just got cursed on the Wisp. And Misha was like, oh, okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh. Sardar in on this. Stormhammer used. Steals the Corrosive Haze. They need to kill Era. They can't let him get away with that.
Dire's courier has been killed.
This is really good from Viking, though. Like, they're finding these openings. And the bad sad thing is Boom does die top, obviously, so... Like, he's got this blink, but he hasn't really been able to achieve anything with it.
Might be able to get a kill.
They want this. The Rubik's coming as well.
Stormhammer comes in. They'll have the follow-up lockdown onto this Shad Spectre. So CeeM gets credit for the kill. They take him out. They slow down the Manta. They'll take a 5k lead.
Toby's
Blink. Ooh, misses the Slithering Crush. Godstrength gets used. Now they've got the Haunt coming in. They look over at the Slardar. Can they get Toby? They get the kill in the Era. They lose themselves the Rubik. It's going to be a 1-for-1 so far. First snap Cookie right on top of Charlie. They get the kill on the Sven. Now they stop the TB out with the Winter's Curse. Saberlight chase down. No mana left. Scatter Blast. The Avalanche as well as the Toss. Very good fight from Viking GG.
Well, they Midas the Necro Creep as well. That's nice. Big amount of it. On Viking, right? They're not going for a pickup or anything first. They're just forcing
Avalanche,
the fight.
Toss, CeeM. Now, oh my god, they've caught Boom. And they just take him out so quickly. Need to be careful about how they set up when they go for this.
I respect that. I thought it was going to be something way more exciting, but it just wasn't.
I mean, level 3, you'll see that a lot, I feel like. CeeM dead to Aramis using that Winter's Curse.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, this tower's dying!
TP back. They've got the Toss, but still tethered. They're A-okay so far. Charlie trying to survive this. He does have the Aegis. The Fire Snap Cookie stuns up the Wisp. They want to get the kill on Amisha first. They've got themselves the
Wyvern
for the Wisp. They get the kill, but there's the Winter's Curse. Or not the Winter's Curse, sorry. The Primal Roar out on a Aramis. Bashes out on a Saberlight. They get the kill, but they end up losing Boom. Stormhammer, still the Aegis. Mortimer's Kiss is coming through. Toby ends up dead. They get the Aegis, but what more can they get?
I mean, they got the Boom buyback here. This is massive.
Toss. Charlie. Stormhammer on a 2. This is a problem. Shad getting low. He ends up dead. CeeM moving in, but they still can't kill Charlie. The Yule stops this Sardar from moving forward. Toss. Stun. Just gets him. Kills off Charlie. CeeM's still here. Toby gets the kill on Era. Celery. Avalanche onto CeeM. Did he try to TP on that? He actually doesn't have a TP. He might have started it, and then Scatter Blast and a full team wipe comes the way of Viking GG.
Yeah, I mean, they hold their base on Viking, but
attack.
About to hit that level 20 mark. And they're going to go for this Rax. Again, they might be in some trouble if they end up
Toby just bought back, remember?
And yeah, he just bought back. He ends up
And
dead.
Boom
He's got
as
25
well.
seconds. They look over at Boom. Boom's control. They have the Winter's Curse for just a second. And now Troy with the BKB to go after this Tiny. They've got the Primal Roar. They keep him locked down. They get the kill on the 2. They buy back on the Rubik as well as the Wisp. Back into the Tethered. Now they find themselves Shad. Shad, one shot from Gon. He ends up dead. No buyback on all 3.
Dire's top barracks.
Oh,
wow.
Dear. I think they're lucky because their tier 2s are up and tier 1 bottom, but I think they're thinking 4s. They know that they bought back on these heroes. They kill Aramis, and yeah, they're going for the 4s.
Dire's middle
No way.
Ninjas
I'm really
in
surprised they're going
pajamas,
for the win. They're just
going for the win,
buildings.
and they really might just pull off the upset. Fire Snap Cookie, Tether in, Charlie okay, Stormhammer comes through, they get the kill on the Celery. He buys back immediately, the last tier 4 will fall. Now the Ancient exposed, and they're just gonna go for it. They're gonna go for the win and go for the 2-0. They've got CeeM, Misha, and Era. Misha looking for the high 5. They kill Celery. GG is called by Viking GG, and Ninjas in Pajamas, after pulling an upset in game 1, complete the 2-0 upset over Viking GG.
Before, like when they first ran up to that tier 3 onto the high